Good day, good morning, good afternoon, good day, wherever you're joining from. How are you doing? Super excited. You're welcome to another financial freedom webinar with Maya Wolabi. How are you doing? Super excited. I've been away, been busy with so many things. And for a lot of you that you're my YouTube followers, you've been seeing a lot of work we've been doing there. You guys are welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome wherever you're joining from. Make sure you are connected. Get your note. Today, we're going to be going really, really deep in today's topic. I know you guys have been waiting that we're going to be live this evening. I know, sincerely apologize. Um, Tell me, how are you doing? Tell me. How are you doing? Okay, you want to make sure you share the link. Fantastic. Our Instagram followers, how are you doing? King Light, good to have you on. Where are you joining from? Let me be sure you guys can hear me well. Fantastic. I'm pumped up. I'm excited. I'm excited. Today's topic, a lot of people have been longing to know more about this. And we're just going to be sharing more light on this today so that you will get the right knowledge. Okay. You want to share the link so that people can join. You want to share, click on the share button. Okay. Nonso said we can't hear you. Really? You should be able to hear me, Nonso. Facebook audience, can you hear me? YouTube audience, can you hear me? YouTube, can you hear me? Facebook, can you hear me? Someone on Facebook is saying they can't hear me. Let's check. Can you hear me? Let me be sure. Yes, sir. Okay. Okay, cool. Fantastic. Mark Plus said, I can hear you, sir. Okay, guys, so let's get to work. I can hear you. Fantastic. Okay, guys, super excited. You're welcome to Financial Freedom with Maya Wolabi every Saturday, 7 p.m. West African time. And today we're talking about an amazing topic when it comes to trading in the cryptocurrency market. And we're talking about the futures trading. And today we're going to be going really, really deep. I know a lot of you have been wondering, how can I play in the cryptocurrency space using the futures method of trading? And today I'm going to be helping us out today, sharing more light on how you can take position, leverage, and not over leveraging, and what you need to consider when you're trading in this space. If you're excited, one more time, can you guys type in I'm excited? I'm excited. Do me the favor and type in where you're joining from. Let me be sure. Let me get where you guys are joining from. Type in the location you're joining from, guys. Let's get that right now. Where are you joining from? 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 Okay, Tony Sage is joining from. Is joining from Maja. Hey, how is Aja today? How is Dubai? Okay, where are you joining from? Julius, Tim Gum, where are you joining from? Wise Baron is joining from Lagos. Fantastic. Good to have you on the call today. Good to have you guys on the call today. So we can get busy right now. Wow. Julius is joining all the way from Cameroon. Good to have you on the call today. So click on the share button. If this is your first time, you want to click on the notification bell. Nelson Nehima is joining from Gombe. Whoosh. Good to have you all the way from Gombe. So fantastic. Fantastic. So click on the like button, click on the share button. I'm excited to be here today. We're going to be connecting in the next 1 hour as usual. Tomiwa, good to have you. Hey, Joseph Okonkwo on Instagram, good to have you on the call today. Okay, so let's get to it. Let's get to it. Let's get to it. Let's get to it. Okay. So putting this together is Midas Crypto Vault, one of the services we render in Maya Consulting, and the goal is to build a community where everyone can leverage in the cryptocurrency space, and we can move further. For those who don't know me, my name is Maya Wolabi. I'm Africa's most sought after financial market coach. I've been playing in this space over 5 years, doing consistently building, multiplying money, and doing what I love to do in here. I've run several interviews by the international bodies, and I'm really excited about that. Okay. Apart from that, I'm also an entrepreneur, having several investments in several systems that can bring me money. And all I just do is I do my research, I work with my team, and we'll make things happen. Okay. Good. I've been able to train over 10,000 people around the globe. I'm excited about that. I keep doing it. That is what I love to do. And over again, I'm not tired until we get to the 1 billion impact rule that we have set for ourselves. Okay. So enough of me right now. For those who don't know me, you can visit mywowolabi.com and go to the About Us if you want to read more about me. Okay. Today, I always like to share with you, this is my official disclaimer. I'm not a financial advisor. All I do is just want to educate you on how you can approach the market. Content is basically for educational purpose. I'm not telling you to go load up your account right now and start trading without prior knowledge. You want to get the right knowledge, and my goal is to give out enough of free information that can allow you to take the right decision on your money. Don't forget that you made your money. You should be able to take certain decision on what you want to do, which is one of the things that can make you become wealthy. Okay, very important. So do your own research. I'm just educating you, and you can use this education to take your personal decision on your money. So today's topic, we want to be talking about best guides on how you can approach futures trading. Now we're going to be, for the first session, we're going to be really deep with theory so that you can understand the concept of futures trading. And once you understand the concept of futures trading, then you can start leveraging on that before we go into the practical. Okay. So introduction, there are different ways to make money in the cryptocurrency space. The last session will draw more on spot trading, how you can buy asset and you can leverage on that. But today we're going to be focusing more on futures trading and how does this really work. So understand that, imagine a mansion that has just one entrance, and the mansion is called cryptocurrency, and in In the mansion, there are several rooms where all the rooms can also make you money. So take a room as spot trading, take another room as as metaverse, take another room as spot trading, take another room as margin trading, take another room as NFT, take another room. So all of these rooms is available in the cryptocurrency space. But what I take another room as DeFi. So what I tell people to do is to have the right knowledge and begin to leverage on in each of the rooms in as much that you are able to put in more time to understand how it works. Now, a lot of time, what you want to start with is spot trading. Now, spot trading is you understanding that all you need to do is to put in your money and wait for the market to deliver his promises, either 2 years, 5 years, 3 years, 100 years, depending on the kind of project you put your money in. Okay, but when it comes to future trading, you want to be able to leverage on the contract model which futures trading is built on. So let's go deeper. What is futures contract? Now, a future contract is an agreement to buy or sell a commodity, currency, or another instrument at the predetermined price at a specified time in the future. So let's take this. We have an agreement. There is always a buyer, there's always a seller. I am a buyer and I'm taking this position right now to buy USD, to buy an asset, let's say gold, at 10 naira, at $10, having to know that gold has the potential to go to $15. That is what I want. I strongly believe that gold will go to 10, $15. Or I buy Bitcoin at $30, at $30,000, and I strongly believe that Bitcoin will go to $40. That is me as a buyer. And a seller is also common. I strongly believe that I'm going to be selling uh, 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 Bitcoin at $40, and I strongly believe that Bitcoin is going to drop to $30. So we have two different parties here coming into this space, but there is an agreement. So this concept now doesn't now mean that I'm going to be buying that physical asset, but it's just based on contract. Based on contract. So I can go into the market and say, I want to buy Bitcoin, and I'm not going to be holding this, but I'm just going to be speculating it that this asset is going to go up, and when it goes up, I make my profit. But I'm not holding the asset in real time. I'm not holding the asset in real time. But when it comes to spot trading, I am holding the asset. I'm holding the asset. I can move the asset to decentralize. I can go store the asset in another portfolio that I can use that, and I can grow with that. So this is the concept of futures trading. Okay, fantastic. So let's go deeper. So I've explained that to us, that this does not require settlement. This does not have anything to do with holding quantity of the asset. But right now, I'm just dealing with the concept. I'm just dealing with the movement of the market, either going up or coming down. And once it goes in my direction, I can leverage on that move and I can make good money for myself. Okay. So instead, they are trading contract representation of those, and the actual trading of the asset or cash will happen in the future when the contract is exercised. So when I am putting my money in Bitcoin that I'm expecting it to go up, this is futures trading. Okay, so when it comes to futures trading, I am holding the asset and I'm trading the asset. So when I trade the asset, I am exercising the contract. So this is the concept of futures trading. Okay, so before I go to the next part of futures trading, let me also get these guys from you guys. What how have you How many of you have you started trading? You started trading crypto futures. Let me know. Five. Type in five. Hey, Abu Sam. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. If you're new to it, type in two. If you're new to futures trading, type in two. Okay, we have Joy all the way from Italy. Joy, thank you so much for joining on Instagram. Fantastic. Thank you for joining. If you know you're already trading futures, type in two. Oh, you're new to futures, type in one. I'm new to futures. Type in one. Okay, so the goal today is to share stuffs, share concepts, share best practices that can allow you leverage in this space. And that is why this training is very, very important. Okay, so now that you understand the concept of futures trading in it well, you won't be able to hit it well because currently the market is in a bearish mood right now, and people, a lot of spot traders are like, geez, oh, I saw this as you just need to get the knowledge. And once you get the knowledge, you can leverage on it. Okay, I never knew futures trading some years ago. I never knew futures trading some years ago. But guys, I had to learn it. You have to learn it. Everything about life is about learning. So you just have to take your time, learn it, and when you learn it, you're going to be good at it. Okay, so that is how to become successful. So you just have to learn it. I learned it my earliest days in the financial market. I play more in the Forex market. As a matter of fact, 5 years ago, I actually took my junior brother to go learn from one of my friends uh, on cryptocurrency. 5 years ago, because it wasn't my call. I wasn't even willing to put my money in it. 2016, I wasn't ready. So I just know that I have a friend who was focusing more on cryptocurrency. And I drove my junior brother to his office and I said, hey, bro, how you doing? This is my junior brother. I want him to learn. And the rest is history today. The rest is history today. So it's about learning. And right now, my brother is making good money from cryptocurrency. And that's it. So it's just about learning. So you have just great time learning. And when you're learning, you don't put big money in learning. You don't put big money when you're practicing. You don't put big money. That's one of the challenges a lot of investors have. You know, they want to be able to put money in it. You know, you've not gained mastery at it, and you want to put 10,000, 25,000, $50,000. You've never gained mastery. You have to understand how it works. Then you grow your investment in it. The first 3 months you could put $5,000, $2,000, and as you grow, you begin to scale up your investment in it. So you don't just wake up and say, hey, geez, the futures market is really making a lot of sense right now. I want to go put money in futures market. You're going to get yourself spun, get your hands spun, and you're going to lose your money. Okay, so let's get to it right now. So why people trade futures? Why do people trade futures? Okay, so one of the reasons people trade futures is because of leverage. Come on, guys, type in leverage. One of the reasons is because of leverage. Traders can't enter positions that are larger than their account size. So I have $100 and I want to go into the trade. I want to be able to use $10 to trade $100 account size. So the advantage here is because of leverage. So guys, if you understand futures trading, you can leverage. You can leverage. And this is why I tell people you don't need big capital to trade. I see if I had mentors who could tell me this when I started, it would have worked for me. A lot of people were just showing their account size, using that to 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 get our attention back then, you know, how they make $10,000, how they make $100,000. They were not telling us, you know, the real thing. They were not telling us what we should be doing. They were not telling us that they also spend time acquiring the knowledge. Okay, so you must understand that when it comes to futures trading, one of the reasons why you should start futures trading is because of leverage that you can fund your Binance account with $100. Okay, and with your $100 you can make good money with it. So how do you do that? You fund your account with $100 and you now trade each positions with $10. So $10, and you're leveraging 20x, 15x, 10x. And I see some people say, oh, they want to go in on 40x, 50x. Don't ever try that. The range you can have here is between 5x to 20x. 20x. As quite sometimes some people could do 25x, 50x. But guys, why do you want to? Why? Because the more leverage you are exposing your trading to, you are also going to, that's also the extent you are also going to be, you have the potential to lose the capital. Okay, so if you want to leverage, you leverage smartly. 10%, 10x, 5x, 15x, 20x max, like max. Not because you are not a professional trader, but you also want to save your account from losing now. You want to save your account from losing now. One of the guys in our community, you know, funded his account without $50, you know, and he said, how much? I said, bro, share it into 10. That's 10. That means that he can take 10 trades in the futures account. And he started with five. He took the first position, $5. And he grew the $5, and the $5 went as far as 150x. And that is how to grow. So one of the things that is very important here is to understand the place of leverage. Now, the second point I'm going to be sharing with you, which is very, very important, is hedging and risk management. This is what separates the big boys from the men. Come on, type in I hear right now. Come on, guys. Type in I hear. Type in I hear. Because I see a lot of people, what they are after is making money. But you need to question yourself. You need to ask yourself, what am I risking? To what extent do I want to come out of this market? See, guys, don't go after the money right now. Go after understanding what you're risking. You see, I'm starting an episode in a couple of weeks. Is earning is passive income with my Wolabi. And you know, one of the trainings in that episode, in that show, is how you should ask yourself, what am I willing to lose? You see, I know that you hear a lot of people make money in the cryptocurrency, but come on, ask yourself, if this money goes against me, if I lose this money, can I sleep? I've seen people putting a lot of money into the cryptocurrency space and they lose money. As a matter of fact, one of the videos I'm recording soon is how I lost 15,000 US dollars. I want to tell you how I lost it. Not because I've not made more than that, but because I want you to know how not to lose it. But you see, in this industry, there's so much to know. And if you're not careful, if you're not detailed enough to follow through, you will miss out in all of that. See, guys, you must honor the place of risk management. Risk management separates the big boys from the men. So when you understand risk management, you're good to go. So I have $100 and I'm willing to lose $20. That is that I am risking 5% of that capital. Oh, I have $2,000. I am willing to lose 3% of that account. So if it goes against me, I'm not bothered. I can sleep well. See, a lot of traders can't sleep well because they never ask themselves from the beginning, what are they willing to lose? So risk management is very, very, very important. Hedging is also another amazing stuff you can do here, because you can pick it from the monthly zone and you can hold it till it gets to the weekly monthly supply, and you can sell off on monthly resistance, and you can still sell off while you're still holding your buy, and you can do all of that here when it comes to futures trading. Okay, so another part of this futures trading you want to understand is what is perpetual futures contract. What is a perpetual futures contract? Now, a perpetual future contract is a special type of futures contract, but unlike the traditional form of futures, it doesn't have expiry date. Okay, so a lot when I first started trading forex, then one of the places on MetaTrader 4 you see that expiry date is still there till date. Now a lot of people don't know how that works, but you see that when it comes to futures trading, you want to be able to ask yourself, hey, does it this part for this particular perpetual trading in cryptocurrency, you don't need to use expiry. So if I place if I go long on on other USDT, I don't need to put expiry date of this process. So I want to be able to say to myself, okay, I'm going in and I'm waiting for 2 days, I'm waiting for 5 days, I'm waiting for 10 days, I'm waiting for 1 month, depending on the type of trader that you are. But you must be able to ask to understand how this works basically. So one can hold a position as long as the like. Other than that, the trading of perpetual contract is based on an underlying index price. Okay, so take it as like a mirroring of spot. So the index price of the particular asset, like ADA USDT, which is on the spot, is not the same thing. Sorry, is the same thing with other USDT on perpetual. However, it's a mirror. So what I've noticed, for example, is that if you go to perpetual contract, they don't have the same data, because that an asset start has been available for the past 4 years or 3 years does not mean that the futures part has been on also for 3 years. It could just be 3 months ago, or 2 months ago, 3 months ago, or 1 year ago. So the data that will be available for you to analyze with is not going to be the same. So when I mean data, I'm talking about the candles on your analysis, on your time frames. It's not going to be the same. But the timing, the candle formation, they are all the same. The prices are all the same. Okay, so that is it. So let's take a look at some terminologies. Okay, so what are the terminologies available under futures trading? Initial margin. Initial margin is the minimum value you must pay to open a leverage position. Now, the initial margin is your capital that you are investing in that asset. So the initial margin is what you are willing to put in that particular trade. So if I have $10 and I have done my risk calculation and I'm going in on 15x on a particular asset, and this asset, when I go in and I'm expecting it to give me in return 20x, 100x, or 50x, depending on what I'm expecting, then I need a capital to go in. So that capital is your initial margin. Okay, is the initial margin. Now the next one is P&L. Now P&L stands for profit and loss, and it can either be realized or unrealized. Okay, realized and unrealized. What I want is realized. Okay, when you are in a trade, it is unrealized. When you have ended the transaction, it becomes realized. So if I take a position and the trade is running, the P&L that is going to be showing is unrealized. But if I take a position and I've ended the position, I've closed the trade, then the position will be what? Realized. The P&L will be realized. So when you open a position in perpetual trading, your P&L is unrealized, meaning it's still changing in response to price movement. Okay. So the next part on this is, let's go practical. Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this? So let's go a bit practical on this. Are you ready? Are you ready? So we'll go a bit practical. And the first thing I'm going to be sharing with you is the futures calculator. I'm going to be putting this on. I want to start with the calculator. You know, I'm an hardcore, I'm an hardcore risk taker. And in as much as I like to take risk, I also like to know what I'm risking. See, I've seen a lot of people, what they are after, like I said earlier, is they want to make profit. And it is not a crime. It is not a crime. But guys, can I be sincere with you? You want to be able to calculate what you're risking. For a lot of you that follow me in the Forex community, you guys know that I always want to ask myself, I always ask you, what are you risking? What are you risking? So when it comes to futures trading, I also ask myself the same question. I form my account with 10,000 US dollars and I'm asking myself, going into this trade, what am I willing to risk? And I want to risk this per trade. So I'm telling myself, okay, I'm risking 2%. 2%, and that is what I am risking. 2% of 10,000 US dollars is $200. $200 per trade. So if anything goes against this trade, I'm good. If I can sleep, you know. So this is the link. Okay, I'm going to be dropping it on the YouTube for those who are watching on YouTube. It's going to be on the description of this video. Okay, so that you can use that and it's going to help you. Okay, so it's perpetual binance.com, okay, /futures slash the perpetual asset you're trading, and you're going to use the calculator. So this is it. You can click here and you can see, or you can change to Ethereum, you can change to Ripple, you can change to all the available perpetual futures asset that the market has. Okay, good. And we have close to more than 30 that you can trade. Okay, and also what I discovered is that a lot of crypto exchanges have different assets that are available on their on their futures trading. Okay, but because I know that the most common one is Binance. Okay, so going to be using Binance as a standard for all. So if I want to trade, for example, I want to trade people. Okay, I want to trade people, and this is it. Now I'm going long. So the first one that we have here, is the P&L. Now the P&L here allows you to be able to know what you are expecting on this asset. And to help us do that, I'm going to go on Trading View right now. I'm on Trading View and I'm going to use a case study for you so that we will understand. So I can take some questions. Now you can leverage more here in this space. Come on, guys. If you're excited, show some love. If you're excited, show some love. Type in I'm excited. Come on, guys. Type in I'm excited. Tell my team, well done. My team has smart guys doing their thing. Yeah. Hold on, guys. I'm loading on my Trading View. It's taking some time to load, but it's fine. It will come up. Wise Baron said, good job. I'm excited. Fantastic. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. It's taking some time to load, but we'll be fine. We'll be good. We'll be good. Okay, fantastic. So we're good now. We're good. So this is trading view. So you go to cryptocurrency. This is trading view. You go to cryptocurrency, and cryptocurrency you have a lot. So if I type in now, you can see that we have one USD, which is Harmony, and you can see that we have Harmony Theta and we have Harmony Perpetual. Okay, so I will go for Harmony Perpetual, which is this is it. So one Theta. Okay, so let me bring this up. Now, this is the future market. This is the future market. So let's go to monthly. Okay, so this is the future market. Now, this is the future market. And if I'm going in on Harmony, what is the rate of Harmony today? 0.075. That's the existing price. So let's come. I'm going to change this back to Harmony, which is ON. Okay, I can do ON, ONE. Let's see if that is right. Okay, cool. So this is it right now. So the entry price I'm going in on this asset is 0.75, 0.75, 0.075. Okay, and I'm exiting this price. So let's say this is my entry price. Okay, and I want to exit this price on this reversal zone. That is 0.15. That will be my exit price. 0.155. Okay. Now, the question is, what quantity am I buying? So I'm going to go in, let's say, for example, I'm going in on 1,000 quantity, for example, 1,000 quantity. So that's about $100. Now, what of this 20x, 50x? Now, this is the potential exposure that the capital I'm going in, the initial margin I'm going in will take. Okay, so you can see that the 10x is giving me $250,000. Okay, the next one is giving me 150,000, the maximum position I can open. So I tell people that the best is between 10 and 20. So I recommend the common one is 10. Okay, you want to go a bit hard, you go 20. But see, go 50, can you go 40? Yes, you can, but this is not healthy for your money. It's not that it's not healthy to trade, but it's not healthy for your money. So when I click on calculate, so let's do the normal, like normal. So we'll go normal. Okay, 10x. You click on calculate. When I calculate, this will tell me how much I need to go in on this trade. So to go in on this trade, I need $7. Come on, guys. How many of you can afford $7 here? You can afford $7. Almost everybody. For me to go in on this trade, I will go in on $7. And if it gets to the take profit, which is my exit price, I would have made $80. And my return on investment is 1,000%. So let's check out if it goes to 20x. So if it goes to 20x and I click on calculate using the same amount, now I am going in on I'm going to need just $3, the same trade. I'm going to use the $3 to make $80, and I'm going to be making making 2,000% to make this kind of profit. So here is the understanding. You can see that if you go more on 20x, you will need less capital to get there. But what about losing it? You need to use stop loss. If this were spot trading, I will tell you this is fantastic. It means that you are not going to lose this $3. But because it is leverage trading, it is futures trading, this $3.75, you can also lose it. So consider what you're losing. So now, what is your stop loss? What is the exit price that you are comfortable with losing this money? So right now, let's say that my exit price I'm going to be comfortable to lose this money is 0.05. That's my stop loss. So I'll come to that same calculator and I will come in and say my exit price for my stop loss is 0.05. Watch carefully. When I calculate on this 20x, it's telling me that I'm going to be losing $25. That is not good. So for me, because of the stop loss, this is not healthy. So you want to consider first what you are going to lose, except you are 100% sure that the market would never come to where will not come past a price above it. So if this is my stop loss, this is now how you should, because the first way is the best way for those who are ready to lose. But what is the right way? The right way is ask yourself, what is the exit price in my stop loss? So the stop loss is, oh, I know that my stop loss is 0.05 and I'm entering, which is really wide, okay? Really wide. And I'm entering at 0.07. So if I'm going in on this trade and I calculate, I need minimum $25 to go on this trade. So how can I leverage? I'll reduce my quantity. I'll bring it to 100. Then when I calculate, it's telling me I'm risking $2. Fantastic. I can go from here to $5, 500, sorry, of this. So that means that I'm risking $12. So instead of doing $12, don't forget my goal is just 7. So I want to just reach $7. So I'll just raise my quantity to 25. Good. So this is better for me. That's it. So if this is my stop loss right now, and this is the initial, what I'm going to be losing, then I'm fine. I'm fine. So right now, with this 250, I want to exit in profit $1.50, sorry, 0.15 at the same rate. Then guess what? My profit will be 18 in profit. Good. So since I'm risking $6, I will rather go in with my $6 and expect my projection, which will not be as high as this. Come on, guys. If it's making sense, type in sense. Come on, guys. Type in sense. Typing is making sense right now. Typing is making sense. Because if you don't do this and you join a cryptocurrency signal group and you don't understand how the stop loss is to be calculated, guys, you're going to just keep losing. You're going to keep losing. Because when people talk about profit, you also want to talk about what you're risking. Okay. Now, like I said, the stop loss on this particular trade is really wild. So let's say that I'm just going to come out at 0.06, 0.06, and just 0.06. That will be my exit price, which is my 0.06, and I'm going in on two two on 500 of one. Then I need to have $7 in my account. I need to have $7 in my account. So if this trade goes in my favor and it hits, since I have this, if this trade goes in my favor and I am going as far as 0.15, what would this trade give me? That means that I will go in and make the profit of $40. So I'm risking $7 to make $40, which is like 5 times my initial capital. Okay. So the initial margin allows you to be able to understand which is the right capital you need to go in the trade. But your stop loss is needed so that you can know what you're losing. So what you're going in with is $2, $1.88. But if it goes to your stop loss, you will lose $7. So I'll repeat that again. Your initial margin is what is needed to be able to place a trade. Your stop loss will now determine what you're going to lose. With that, you know, to going into this trade and make $40, I need $2. But because of my stop loss that I've added, I need to have $7 in my account so that this trade can float. And with this, you are good to go. So don't forget, number one, you stay around 5x and between 5x and 20x. Number two, you want to always ask yourself, what am I risking and what am I making? Now, this works long and short. So if you're going on short, it's the same thing. So one of the exciting thing about futures is that you can sell and you can buy. Okay, but when it comes to spot trading, you can only buy. It is when you're in profit you will sell. Okay, so when this trade gets here right now, it will definitely heat out and we're good to go. Another thing that is very, very important is that you can also use this to get your target price. Okay, you want to get the target price. What are you entering on? Your entry price is 0.07. You're targeting 150%, or let's say 200%. Okay. Oh, let me don't go my way. Let me go the general way. 50%. Okay. Calculate. So that means that if I'm going in here on 50% and I'm going in on this asset, 20x, my take profit will be 0.71. Okay, so you can use this to calculate your target price. Now, another one is liquidation price, which is also very, very good if you know how to use this. So, I try to let people know that the best way is to use isolated. Now, Mr. Maiwa, what's the difference between isolated and cross? Now, cross means that the futures transaction will be using my entire account balance. Isolated means that the transaction will be using my allotted balance. So my account, the whole money I have in my futures trading is $300. Good. If I enter a trade and I am using cross margin, it means that I am leveraging on my $300. Good. But if it is isolated, I am using the amount, which is $7. So if the trade goes against me, I'm only losing $7. But if I'm using cross, that means that that trade will not go against me because I have a capital of $300 in my futures trading account. Okay. So which one do you recommend? I recommend everyone to start with isolated. I recommend you start with isolated. Now, as you understand your trading strategy, the more you can maximize cross. But cross also have a challenge. Don't forget that if all your asset is going against you, once it gets to $300, you will lose all the money in your futures account. So I recommend you start with isolated. So isolated means I have $100 and I'm using a fraction of this $100 to trade. So the fraction is now 1%, 5%, 10%, which I recommend that if you're trading futures, you want to start with minimum 5% of your account. If not, it doesn't make sense. Okay. So you can use 5% of the whole transaction, or depending on your capital, because if you have a $10,000 account, you don't want to go use that kind of money. Okay. So depends. Okay. That's why you always want to ask yourself, how much am I willing to lose? If this trade is against me, how much am I willing to lose? That I can sleep well without putting my phone at my under my pillow while I'm sleeping. Okay, so that I want to be checking what is happening. I want to be able not to miss any flow. Okay, but for you to trade and you're comfortable, you want to ask yourself, how much am I risking? How much am I losing? So I recommend that you use isolated, which is better. Okay, good. So let's say I'm going in on this trade on short. I'm selling one USDT. Okay, and I'm selling at 0.07. Okay, how many quantity am I putting in? I'm putting at 250. I'm dealing with 500 quantity, and my account balance is um, the transaction. Sorry, the the fraction I'm using is $7. Okay, so when I calculate this, so it's telling me that for me to lose this trade, okay, my stop loss will be 0.08. Okay, so that means that once I go in on this trade, let's go to lower time frame. If I go in on this trade right now, for me to lose the $7, it will be 0.083. So I recommend you know how to use this. Okay, I'll take your question. Somebody is asking question. Let me be done with this. So it means that I'm risking $7. So if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, guys. I'm wrong. And don't ever come into the futures market without putting in a guide, a stop loss. Don't ever. So let's say I'm risking $100. Okay, I'm risking $100 on this trade, and that means that for me to lose this trade, geez, it has to go to 0.26. And 0.26, can you imagine where 0.26 is? 0.26. That's a lot, guys. 0.26. That's a lot. So that means that if I have $100 and I say that I'm going in on this trade and my stop loss 0.26, and that's what I'm willing to lose, I go in on this trade, I can tell, oh, since I know that this guy is still dropping, yeah. But you have to also be smart, because if you're risking $100, what are you actually going for? Very, very important too. If you are not going, if the investment is not going to give you minimum 5x, I tell people don't put your money. Okay. Yeah. When I mean 5x, that's yes, 5x. Okay, so let's, if it doesn't give you, if the trade is, if the investment is not ready to give you minimum 3x, okay, don't put in your money. So that's the standard for me. Okay, for me, my will be okay, and the people in our community also knows that. Okay, so if I can't get good money from this, I don't put my money. Okay, so if it goes 20%, some people are satisfied with 20%, some people are satisfied with 30%, 50%. When I mean 50% of their capital, okay, of their risk, okay. But for me, I want to be able to go in on 3x. So if I get 1x, I'm fine, which is 100 times my money. Sorry, which is 100% of my profit, which is fine. So I need to see 300% so that okay, good, I'm fine. But if not, 3x is fine. 3x is fine. So this is how to be able to use it. So my favorite here is the P&L and the liquidation, because you want to be able to ask yourself, what am I exposing myself into? Okay, so somebody's asking, what's the name of the calculator? The name of the calculator, I've dropped the link earlier, is on Binance. Is on Binance. It's a Binance calculator. It's a Binance futures calculator. So once you're able to do that, you're fine. You're fine. Now, that now brings us to placing of trade right now. So you can see that we have USDT perpetual, you have coin perpetual, okay, and several other ones. So the first thing you want to do is you want to move money from your spot wallet. You move money from your spot wallet to your USDT perpetual under futures trading, not margin trading, okay? Futures trading. So the money will be under your USDS, sorry, okay? Once that is done, then you're good. Because, for example, when I first started, I actually moved money into margin account. I traded from the margin account, and I didn't understand it. Okay, good. And I didn't know, I don't put big money if I don't understand anything. So don't pity for me. Okay. So until I begin to place trade and I realized that I had to borrow before I trade, I realized that I was on the wrong path. And I moved out the money and moved it into futures trading. Okay. So futures trading is basically the concept for trading. So you move your money into futures under the USDT perpetual, which is the USDS. Then the next thing you want to do is to come here and always change to isolate. Always change to isolate. Okay. Remember, cross is going to be using your entire balance in your USD. Then isolated will be using a fraction of your account. Okay, good. Now the next point is X. Which kind of X do you recommend? I recommend between 10 and 20 max. Okay, if you've not mastered you've not mastered your game, don't do more than 10. Don't do more than 10. See, it's not about making money. It's also about staying in the game. It's about not losing money. Warren Buffett said the rule one of building wealth is don't lose money, don't lose your capital. Okay, I know that you're here to make money, but guys, it's better you understand the model and you keep scaling up, and maximum 20, maximum 20. Not that you just wake up one day and you want to do 50x, you know that you're already crossing the line of limit. Okay, now the next part is limit orders, market orders. Now limit orders means that you are giving an instruction to Binance that Binance should give you, that Binance should to go in at a particular price. Does that make sense? So I'm giving an instruction to Binance to go in on one USDT perpetual I'm giving an instruction that, okay, I'm giving a pending order, basically, that, okay, I'm going in on on 1 USDT as at 0.04, okay, and I'm going in on my size, the amount I'm going in. Don't forget, you must have used your calculator. I'm going in on 500, okay, or 5,000, depending on your capital. Then you want to put in how much of your capital you want to trade in. Okay, so if I have $1,000 and I'm using 2% of that, so if you can use this for your sizing, but a lot of time I recommend you go in, type in the size yourself. Okay, type in your size yourself. So with that, you can now place the trade and you're good to go. Now the second way is going in at the current market price. Now, when you go in at the current market price, that means that you are entering right now. Okay, you are entering right now. And what size are you going in? I'm going in on 500 or 5,000, and immediately I can click on buy and I am good to go. So the next thing you want to do is you now set your exit price. Okay, you set your exit price. Now, when you now set your exit price, Mr. Maiwa, how do you set your exit price? You can use your stop limit to set your exit price, or when the order is created, you can edit. You can edit it and put in your stop loss. So a lot of time, this is where a lot of people get it wrong. You must be able to follow all of these one by one to have your exit price, to have your take profit zone, so that you are good to go. I'm sure this makes a lot of sense for you guys. So make sure you follow to letter all of these, because you want to be able to be consistent. Don't, it's not about now, guys, it's about consistency. It's not about now, it's about consistency. Chibu said, what's your recommended asset for a beginner to trade? Recommended asset, any of the asset is good, my brother. Any of the asset is good when it comes to futures. When it comes to futures, there are quite a lot of them. Okay, just trade your strategy. Okay, for example, if you're a support and resistance trader, you have a setup like this. You have a setup like this. Okay, you have a setup like this. Your sell zone, your sell zone, and your support here. Okay, then this is another sell zone. Okay, okay, so with this you can now go to lower time frame and catch your moves. Okay, catch your move. When the market gets here, you sell off, you put your stop loss, you accept it to drop. The market gets here, you want to buy, but it's not every buy. You want to make sure you leverage on your approach. I'm a supply and demand trader, so I'm not going to be trading any of these tools here. What I would do, if I want to trade support and resistance, I use more of what is called flip zone. So flip zone is where support, demand has turned to is turning to supply. And you can see drop base rally. This is a demand zone. Okay, so this is a demand zone that has been destroyed. So I will come and sell here as my flip zone. Okay, now you have another drop base rally, and this is another demand. Okay, good, good. So I will be selling here, okay, using my flip zone as entry. Okay, that is the only thing that will make me sell at that place. Apart from that, I will be waiting for a long position here. And for those who are in the institutional trading community, this is an amazing opportunity to buy this guy right now. Okay, but no condition right now. We've not seen any confirmation to buy. Okay, because if you buy right now, the stop loss is either wide. Okay, because this is wide right now, you have to go to lower time frame and wait for your checklist, your lower time frame entry checklist. Okay, so right now this This has broken the high here. So I'm waiting for the market to clear this zone. So I'll be expecting something like this. I'll be expecting something like this. Something like this. Okay. Good. Then we'll buy. If we don't see that, we're not going to buy. Okay. You're going to see something like this. Then you have your buy here, you have your stop loss here, and you're good to go. So, but because the whole market is currently in a sell zone right now, because the whole market is currently in a sell zone right now, you want to be careful with your buy analysis. Okay, you want to be careful with your buy analysis so that you want to make sure you are clear with your entries. Okay, I know some people would have bought here, because of this demand, or that tell I uh, our rule of engagement, we still need to see some confirmations here. We want to see some real confirmation here, you know. Then with that, we can go in. Okay, this would have been a good entry right here. This would have been a good entry right here. And you would have done like 22%, 22% on spot, but this is not going to be 22% on, if this is futures, this would have given you close to about 1% or 150% of your capital, okay, which is very, very good. So futures is very, very good, but you must understand how to play in here. Okay, you want to have cool, you want to have the best entry strategy for yourself. So right now, if there's anything you want to harness more of the sell until Bitcoin is ready to give us what we're expecting. Okay. A lot of them are facing down. A lot of them are facing down. I've been expecting this retracement for a while. Okay, I'll be expecting this at 3.7. So at 3.7, I'll wait for the lower time frame entry there. Then we are good to go. 3.7, I'll be waiting. And if not, if it comes back to 5.5, we'll be looking for a lower time frame entry to sell off on SNX down into this place. So basically, it's the same way Forex is traded, just that you must understand how it works. So I'll prefer the market, this guy come back here, okay? Then I would sell off to this place, okay? So that's basically how it works for futures, okay? People said, what's the minimum amount one can start trading with? Futures, minimum $100, even $50, you're good. Futures, $50, you're good. Okay, for those who are on Instagram, you want to go follow us on Maiwa Wolabi TV on YouTube so that I can see the screen. Okay? Yeah, minimum $50, you're good. You don't need big money, guys. You don't need big money to make money trading. You need the right knowledge with small money equals big money. Okay? The knowledge first, guys. Knowledge first. Spend your whole capital on knowledge first. When you get it, you're going to make 100 times, 200 times, 1 million times your capital. Knowledge first, guys. Knowledge first. So it's not big money. I know they told you that you need big money to make money. Yeah, you don't need big money. You don't need big money. So, guys, I'm sure I've shared quite a lot of knowledge for you guys today. Let's take question. I think that's what we have next on the slide. After practical, let's go to question and answer. Okay, while we take question and answer, you can visit iwolabi.com if you want to join the cryptocurrency community, where we talk about futures trading, we'll talk about futures trading. You would we'll talk about futures trading, and our community is loaded, guys. We'll talk about futures trading. That we'll talk about futures trading. We'll talk about sports trading. We'll talk about pre-sales. We talk about DeFi. Is a community. It's a complete community. Oh, Mr. Mawa, I don't have time for futures trading. You don't have time for futures trading. Yeah, it's fine. It's all right. You know, you don't have time for futures trading. It's all right. And currently, we're running an amazing discount for you guys. You want to join? Go there right now. It's $500 for 6 months. Okay, we're running this promo for you guys. It's $1,500 for 1 year, but you can get it for $1,000 right now. Okay, because this is the time to come into cryptocurrency. You have access to futures trading. You have access to asset before the launch out. You have access to a lot. You have access to our IDO checklist. Woo! ICO, IEO, IDO, anyone you want to call it. Okay, you have access to our launch pads. We have 15, over 13 launch pads we work with, and all of them are there. You have access to all of that, and you're good to go. Okay, so it's amazing what you're going to be getting. Let's take questions, guys. Let's take questions. Any question? I think about that. To trade first, you don't need big money. You just need the right knowledge. You can start with $50. If you are not making money, don't trade. Don't put big money. If you cannot grow $1, you can't grow $10. That is it. Okay? I know you've heard a lot on YouTube. I know, guys. If you cannot grow $1, you can't grow $10. So start small. Put $50, put $100. When you get the knowledge and you start growing it, then you can increase. Okay? You can increase. So I have a question here. So you mean analyze it on TradingView and you put the trade on Binance. That is it, Chioma. That is it, Chioma. And for those who don't have Binance, I have a link that can allow you to get some amazing less fee. Okay. Less fee. Which will help you. The link will be in the description on YouTube. So you analyze it on TradingView, then you go implement it on your Binance account using the calculator that I've given you, then using your Binance to enter it as a trade. Yeah, that's it. Any other question, guys? Tell me any question. Good. I think we're good, guys. If you have any question, just comment on the comment box. I and my team will be available to answer you if you're watching it after. Guys, show some love if you gain some value today. How is the Chibu has a good question there. How is the psychology like? Okay, so I do tell my student the psychology of every trading is strengthened on risk management. Is strengthened on risk management. When you understand risk management, you will have a stabilized psychology. So the psychology is good. It's fine. It's good. There's really nothing about it. But when you over leverage, when you're putting in the amount you are not meant to put in, then you will definitely be disturbed. Like so much disturbed. You will be so much disturbed because you will not be patient to hold the trade. Before it gets there, you are already out. You are just disturbed. But once you have the right knowledge of what you're to risk, and now you're too risky, then you're good. You're good. You're good. I hope that helps. Chibu Ernest, you're good. Any other questions, guys? I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. Any other question? Okay, so I think we're good. Thank you so much. Really excited that you were able to come on today. Really pumped up. There'll be several videos that we're going to be coming up, and we're good to go. So, and just make sure you're following the rules of engagement. Don't overstretch yourself. Follow the rules. Don't over leverage. You're good to go. Please and please. I want to chat with you on how to improve my Forex data. So data could do us a mail, do us a mail, do us a mail right now. Okay, I'm online. I can send you my direct line. Can't drop my direct line online here. I don't like people to clog my phone. Okay, do us a mail. Okay, do us a mail. Do us a mail. Fantastic. Fantastic. So tell me what else. How can one build up a good psychology, especially during losses? Okay, I have a free email. I have a email course on that, on psychology of trading. You know, it's a put together of what I've learned over the years. Okay, Ernest. Okay, that's the link. If you're on YouTube, you'll see that. Not sure the link for Facebook is dropping. Okay, psychology of trading. Psychology of trading. I had to put that together because I get a lot of questions around um, psychology. Psychology is really nothing in psychology if you're able to if you're able to if you're able to do it right. If you're able to do it right. If you're able to do it right. Okay, guys. I'm sure you guys gain some value today. Okay, guys. So, guys, I look forward to I'll see you guys What's the best time session to trade, to place a trade? Okay, I need this question to keep coming. Drop all your questions so I can answer straight off. Okay, I don't want to round up. Then we're good. So I'll round up in the next 2 minutes. What is the best time or session to trade? Forex or crypto? When it's crypto, no session. If it is Forex, trade the currency pair. So if you're trading euro pair, trade it during the London session. If you're trading USD pair, trade it during the New York section. If you any pair you're trading, trade it during the session. During its session. That is when the volume will be there. But if it is futures, you don't need session. You don't need session. If it's futures, you don't need session. But if it is Forex, you have to use session. Okay? That'll be all for today. I think we've done well. Thank you so much. All you need to do, if you have any challenge, make sure you shoot us an email at contact@mayawowolabi.com. My team will be available. And if you have any question right now, you want to talk to our admin will definitely help you out. She's available 24 hours a day, 5 days, 7 days a week. She's smart. I'm grateful to have people of smart mindset around. Okay, so that's the WhatsApp line. You can reach out to her right now. She will attend to you. If you feel email is better, shoot us a mail. We're good to go. Okay, so that'll be all for today's financial freedom with my Wolabi. I'll see you guys again same time next week Saturday. Please make sure you trade your rule, obey the rules, and I look forward to your success. Peace out, guys. Have a great day. God bless you.